All rise!
Sports Court is in session. Welcome to another edition of Sports Court, and once again, we're talking about the Michigan football team. Should Michigan be ranked number one in the college football playoff rankings? They're one of the best teams in the country. Actually, I think they're the best team in the country. Michigan should be number one in this week's college football playoff rankings. Now, listen, there's still a lot to happen. I know Georgia still has to play in the SEC championship game, but right now, this week, the Michigan Wolverines are the number one team in the country, and that's all thanks to that big historic win in Columbus over the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Jamal. I know that was a huge win. It was an unbelievable atmosphere in Columbus to see Michigan take down the Buckeyes. Georgia won the national championship last year, and they haven't lost this year. They are the best team from last year, and they've carried it over to this year, and they haven't slowed down. Why should they not be number one?
Two main reasons, and I'll tell you why. I'm so glad that you asked, Mark. Number one, I don't care about last year. This is about the 2022 college football season. Last year should have no merit. Yes, Georgia started higher ranked than Michigan did, but if you're saying that Georgia didn't deserve to fall out of the number one spot, you're totally ignoring all the teams like the Michigan Wolverines who have earned the number one spot. Michigan has clawed their way up the polls. They've fought. They've done everything they're supposed to do. They won every game this season. They've got more top 10 victories than Georgia. They've got a more impressive victory over a higher ranked team because they have two top 10 wins, one of which coming on the road without their best player in Blake Corum. Right now, this week, I think the Wolverines are better than Georgia. At least that's how the rankings should reflect it.
I hate to poke holes in Michigan because they've been so terrific this season, but they struggled just 2 weeks ago against Illinois. I don't think they looked like the number one team then. They didn't have Blake Corum that week either. Michigan is clearly deserving of the number two spot. Honestly, if I'm a Michigan fan, I'd rather be at two because I wouldn't want to face Ohio State in a potential rematch in the playoff semifinals opposed to the national championship. I'd rather face potentially TCU or USC over the Buckeyes. So if I'm a Michigan fan, I think being in the two spot is actually the place to be.
Man, we're not talking about a couple of weeks ago against Illinois. We're talking about right here, right now. Michigan's won every game in the regular season for the first time in 25 years. I think they deserve that number one spot. But you know what? It'll all play itself out in the coming weeks. What's your verdict? Tell us what you think on Facebook, and next week we'll highlight our favorites.
Last week we asked you who would win the Michigan-Ohio State game.
Joe said if Michigan can get some pass game going with Corum not being 100%, we win. If not, Ohio State will likely take it due to our offensive players being out. Looks like he got that passing game going.
Definitely did. Cheryl thought the opposite. Ohio State, unfortunately, Michigan will choke. Not this year, Cheryl.
And finally, Tony Christopher nailed it. Michigan's defense is better. Ohio State's passing game is better. So we focus on stopping the pass and make Ohio State run and shut that down. And Michigan is going to have to pass to win. Boy, did they pass. Big game from J.J. McCarthy.
Huge game, and you can win with us next week. Until then, Sports Court is adjourned.